Hey guys, it's Kristine. In this video, I'm going to go over my first paycheck of April, and here to tell you it's not going to be my last April paycheck. So I did some alternate budgeting on the side here, kind of just to ease my mind because I am getting cold feet about quitting. Yes, I'm still there, and yes, I plan to work at least 2 or 3 more days. It's really hard, you guys. The fear has kind of set in the first 3 days of the week when I made that video that I was going to quit. The first 3 great days were great. I felt lighter. Also, my boss was on vacation, so I didn't have that pressure, and I was sleeping better. Just all the things. And then Thursday, I started to feel kind of stressed because I still hadn't finished some of the stuff that I was committed to finishing. And then Friday, I was just like, I'll just come back a couple more days. And here we are at Saturday, and I was fully stressed out last night to the point where I was breaking some of the plans that I had made because I was like, I'm not gonna have enough money for that. And then I was like, well, if I just kept working, then I wouldn't have to worry about living off my emergency fund, and it just kind of spiraled. So fast forward to this morning, I was doing this budget over here, and in hopes to just ease my mind again. So that's where I'm at. If you want to see my budget, keep watching. Okay, so as per usual, I still have stuff in pencil here. I've also got my trusty whiteout because I'm going to change some things, and I might reference this on the side, so I will get to that. Let me just set it down somewhere. Nope, that's not going to stay up. Okay. Here on the left, I've got a different setup. So before I had my spending and then my save and invest kind of in different groups. Here I've got them set up by my different bank accounts, and I've left out the Roth and the Santa Saver. So that's a little bit different. So right now I've got $242.16 in my checking account for bills. I'm adding 0, so that's gonna be $242.16. I've made a boo-boo. Give me 1 second. Okay guys, I've done messed up. So I think the thing I'm having a problem here is I'm still budgeting by paycheck, where I should be just having the budget for the month. But I'm going to transition into that eventually. I already started working on May to look different. So this is going to be a little trial and error here. I should not have penned that in. So for bills, for this bi-weekly budget, because that's what I'm doing right now apparently, iCloud is going to be $10, dental $46, vision $37, car insurance $52, and Blue Shield 1 is $268. So I need a total of $413 in that account. This is not going to cut it, so I'm just gonna, okay, I've gone ahead and whited that out. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I am gonna consult my monthly budget. So all of these is $1523.07, and I'm going to subtract the variable and the daughter. So that's $583.07 for just bills, because rent, PG&E, AD&D, and T-Mobile are bills that have already been paid. So that's going to be $583.07. I already have $242.16 in my bank account, so that's $340.91. But I don't like to I don't like to have it brought down all the way to 0. Like I want to budget a little bit of a buffer in there. So I'm going to round this up to 400. So I'm going to add 400. And that'll bring this to 642.16. Okay. Okay, I had to use this pen because this pen tip is much finer and it would tear through the whiteout tape. I mean, I don't know if you guys can tell or even care. Okay, so that was my son at the door. So I budgeted 918 cents for just the G1. So I'm gonna stick with that. So that means if this is 918, then this is then gonna be 500. Nope, it's not. Oh, Kristine. Take 2. So this is gonna be 518. So 124.48 plus 518 is 642.48. Okay, that's right? Not these accounts only being a few cents apart. But okay. That does look like it'll math. So this is 918. And this is 12.84.64. Okay. In my T-Mobile Money account, my variable checking has 0 because I always zero that out. And I've already transferred the $400. That's already in there. The buffer still has the $3,000 intact that is within the checking account, but I like to have it as a separate item. So in my brain, it just makes it easier to keep track of. Savings, I have other. Again, that was a savings account I was using for something else. I'm not going to close it. It doesn't need a minimum amount in there, so it's just sitting at 0. So that's now got a total of $3,400 in this bank. So in Ally, I've got this checking account, which I use to send my daughter some money through Zelle. So that's $35. I'm adding 70. As you see the check mark here, I've already added the 70, and that's got $105 in it. Core savings and remaining buckets. So this is what's going to be different. These two right here. So let me get my trusty whiteout. The reason being, I went back and I adjusted my sinking funds. So what I'm calling here remaining buckets, because I'm dissolving or getting rid of some of my sinking funds, and then just going to use that to sort of live off of, I guess, until I find another job. So that's that. And I've got to make sure it adds up to $53.78. So that's where my alternate budget comes in. Remember that extra page I had? Here we go. Let me also flip you to. So this is the page I showed you guys, I think in my video when I said I was quitting. I went ahead and upped these amounts, and it looks so messy here that you can't really tell at a glance what anything is. So I've gone ahead and done this. So this part up here is looking like this. I think it is 242. Yeah, 366, 3,000, 53, 78, 59. So, oh, another thing on here is my April paycheck number 2, because I did work a full week and I plan to work about 2 more days the following week from when you're seeing this video, like this week. I'm anticipating about $1,600, give or take. So my total money that I'll be working with then is $12,754.52. Anyway, back to sinking funds. So car maintenance, I rounded it up to 800. As you can see here, it was $719.75. Copays and meds I had at $305. I'm rounding that up to $400 because my daughter has another bill that she has due, and I just want to round it up. Travel for graduation stays the same at 11. Oh no, it doesn't. It was 1040, so I rounded it up to 1100. Personal care, I was gonna ditch the haircut and say bye-bye. But it's been a while, you guys. I need a haircut and a refresh on my color. I think that'll help me feel better. I know hair is not everything, and you know, I'm not, like, I consider myself pretty low maintenance. So I think a little splurge on the hair is gonna give me a little boost that I need. Plus I haven't gone since November. So anyway, I'm increasing that to 200. That should cover my cut and color because that's about how much I spent last time. And travel for baseball, I'm increasing that to 300 because instead of staying at the hotel that's for free, actually that's still tentative because I'm supposed to have a free hotel stay and then just go home the next day, but we are gonna stay at a different hotel. I'm still working out the details with my mom because she is gonna come with us so she can visit her brothers. It's a whole thing, guys. So I just rounded that up to 300 also because, just because. I can't even explain it. So graduation, I'd budgeted $225. I rounded that up to 300. So instead of having the $2489.75, it's now 3,000. Why does this say 3,000? And this says 3,100. 400, 1,100, 200, 300, 300. Yikes. 100, 400. What am I doing wrong? 800 plus 400 plus 1,100 plus 200 plus 300 plus 300. 30, 300. There we go. 3,100. Okay. We'll get back into this. So I am making the remaining buckets 3,100 because those are my remaining sinking funds. So then, to equal the 5378.59 minus 35 minus 3,100, I did it again. 5378.59, 35, 3,100. 224,359. So 224,359. Okay, I gotta make sure I redo my math here so that it's correct. 2409.29 minus 918 minus 400 minus 70. There you go. 1021.29. So 1021.29 is gonna go back to my, I put here core savings, but I think I'm gonna just have this as emergency fund and not my actual core savings. I'm just gonna redistribute everything. And then this is 1091.29. So let me just do the math over here off camera. Give me a second. I'm gonna give this a little time for the ink to dry before I go in with my eraser. But basically for my core savings or my emergency fund, it's 3264.88 in Ally. So remember, I still have that buffer also. And my remaining buckets or my sinking funds will be 3100. So that's what I've got there. And then here it's just the same setup. Let me bring you back to this. So knowing that my total money is projected to be $12,754.52, and that my new redistributed sinking funds is 3,100. I have 9,654, so $9,654.52. I'm going to subtract the 1523.07. Remember, we had this right here, and then I'm going to do the 2621.07 minus 2620. Let's go 3 times 2621.07. So my leftover unbudgeted money then is $268.24. So this right here is my kind of buffer, but I'm just going to call it unbudgeted money, just so I don't confuse myself. And then remember when I had secret cash? Well, guys, I held back. I still have more secret cash. So yeah, it's my 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. So this is gonna remain in my cash box / mini safe. It's just one of those fire safe things. And then I'm expecting or hoping I get a little tax refund, and then my paid time off cash out. That would be another potential income source. So that's how I'm still projecting to be good up until July. Again, I'm hoping that I will get, hired at least by May, if not sooner. Actually, no, I think I'm taking April off, right? So I can recoup. And then I'm hoping by May I'll have something. So we shall see. But is my mind at ease? No. I'm still scared, but it is what it is. Like, how do you walk away from a job that you've had for 8 years and have only had this emergency fund like recently? I just keep going back and forth in my head, like the pros and cons. Like when I get scared, then I think about like all the things that, all the reasons for leaving. And most of it is to do with like, so I can kind of reset my mental health and feel good enough like to be employed elsewhere. Because right now I'm feeling really down about myself, about my skill set. I'm like, I'm going to need to relearn things. I'm going to need to refresh. I might take a refresher course on the thing it is that I do, just because in the setting that I'm working at, I don't really use the skills that I went to school for. So I've forgotten a lot. Oh, and ugh, the 2 other people that were supposed to quit before me stayed. And I've got to tell myself that I wasn't quitting for them, or I wasn't quitting because they were leaving, although that had a lot to do with it. But I just have to tell myself that I would have quit anyway. Like, I would quit anyway. Because I don't see myself staying there. I don't see myself retiring from there. Like, would I take 20 more years of that? Like, no. I don't even want to take 20 more days of that, let alone 20 years. Like, no. So right now in my 40s, I'm still not too old to start over, and I just got to do it. I got to do it. And I kind of feel bad, like the people that I do talk to about this, in either in real life or online, and you guys, I mean, you guys are online. I feel bad because it's like, well, oh, there she goes again. She's talking about quitting and she's not going to do it. And I have to stop thinking about that. I have to stop thinking about what you guys think. No offense, but I just have to do it for myself in my own time. And even though I feel like the time is now, like in the end, it's really going to be just up to me. So I hope you can understand where I'm coming from. If you don't, then, you know, if you can't say anything nice, then just don't say anything at all. And I don't mean that to be rude. I'm just trying to, like, I'm worried about all the, I have a lot of negative self-talk. So then I always kind of project that to other people, and I'm thinking like, oh, they're thinking that about me. So that's where that's coming from. Anyway, this is not a therapy session. I'm gonna get off here now. Thanks you guys for watching and for putting up with my ramblings, and I will do a cash stuffing video to reflect this sinking funds, because it is driving me nuts that I have a binder full of like what my sinking funds are supposed to be, and it's supposed to be representative of what I have in my ally account. So I'm going to do that again. Thank you. I will talk to you soon. Bye.